truth is out there. They're live. I'm on the Franco Draws channel tonight, and with me once again is John Monaco. Say hi to the peoples, John Monaco. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Even
hello.
Well, one person's watching, so we got that going for us at the very least.
All right, now that you've done your intro, I am also live on my channel on Twitch.
Hey.
And this is Franco.
Hi.
Franco's back. And I think, oh, wait. Oh, no.
Things have gone horribly wrong already.
Nope, they haven't yet.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they might have gone. Hold on. Oh, that's intriguing. Okay. All right. So.
Hi, welcome everybody. John is getting things set up on his Twitch stream because we're collab twitching. Don't ask me how to do that. I don't know how, but he knows all these things. So I'm going to continue drawing this moon project thing that I have, that I wrote the script for a long time ago. And I kind of collaborated on it a little bit with my buddy Scoot, but then I lost my my iPad thingy here. So the other day I was drawing this, and I didn't like this. I showed this to everybody, and they didn't like it. So then we were on when I was drawing that. Go for it, yeah. So this is the new one. I like that one better, yay. And now page 2.
All right, let's do page this.
2. Yeah.
All right, sorry guys, I'm going to get started in a minute. Are you hearing me echo? Because I think that's happening on mine.
I am not hearing you echo, so I don't know if anyone else is. Okay. But ooh, lordy, big lines.
That's very annoying. So there's a bubble in the middle of your stream, which I'm trying to get rid of, which is why.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not happening live on your stream at all. It's just happening in my world. So I'm going to try something.
I don't know how riveting it is to watch somebody draw shattering glass, but that's what's happening right now.
All right, so that now comes find the window that's open that's got Franco's audio on it.
Yay! Oh, I've been absentia in audio all this time. That's awesome.
So let's see here. All right, can you guys hear it? Can someone confirm on my end that I'm like not going crazy? Okay, it's not that one. Oh, it's not that one.
I really should put my glove on.
Yeah, so you don't have the interference?
Well, I always wind up putting extra lines on my pages when I don't have my glove on. Like, whenever I'm moving the screen, I'm always putting extra dots or lines. Like, I'll go back and color something, and I'll be like, "What's this line doing here in the middle of nowhere?" So that's always fun.
All right, can you talk again, Franco? I'm sorry.
If you want me to.
All right.
You really want to hear me talking?
I don't think. Talk one more time.
I'm still talking. Just now, kind of talking.
That was what I had to do. Okay. So I don't think anybody heard anything you said. But the idea is that now they can hear you, and that was my fault for forgetting the slider that I needed to change. All right, so good. So now Franco's volume is up. So again, guys, Franco's here. He is drawing. He's drawing shattering glass, as you can see in his little tiny window that I fixed.
Oh, I have to add you, don't I, on the Twitch to
yes. So now we're going to do the collaborating.
Oh, that's right.
Which I have to go back to this thing.
I remember things.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna knock on Franco's door.
Whoa.
That's what I'm going to do.
It's a little scary.
I'm using the terminology of the Twitches.
I did it.
And we're going to mute our microphones.
There we go. I think I did it.
Oh, we're learning, guys.
It's a slow curve.
This is amazing. We did this with record time, by the way.
It's a slow curve, but we're learning.
This is good. All right, so now are we one? Have we?
I think we are, possibly.
I'm going to accept. Something went wrong. All right,
Yay.
great.
Wouldn't be a stream if it didn't.
but you accepted.
Unless I accepted incorrectly.
No.
No, I did. We're both on there, I think.
Okay. I have done it. I have done it. I have done
it.
We are one. All right.
Look at us doing the things.
I think the new problem of what we did was accept. Okay, so oh, did you send me an invite as well?
No, I did not. That was not me.
But I don't. Okay, if I decline, what's going to happen? Okay, something went wrong. Great. This is working great, guys. All right. All right. We're shared. We have viewers. All right. So first thing we're going to do tonight, and I'm probably going to get yelled at for this, for me at least, is I was going to open up these Pokemon cards. Because I do Pokemon
cards?
I do have Pokemon cards. And it is related to what I'm going to draw as well. Or maybe related, because I have like 4 different things that I was thinking of drawing. One of which being a playmat for Pokemon, or the exclusive Pokemon cards that I want to make for this channel.
You can do that? Do you need Pokemon's permission?
Wow. No, I mean,
permission is a relative word.
Permission, yeah, relative. It's an inspired card. Inspired. We have to use those words a lot. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna paint models. I think I'm gonna do the trifecta. I think we're gonna do some drawing. And Bat Joke 1, I did open. So that is the fun story. So let me tell a story, which I will omit people and locations only because I want to protect them.
Oh, but you said you weren't going to tell this story about me online.
That's right. I'm letting it out. Franco unveiled. But yeah, so I did open a ton of this set on opening. Well, I was about to say on opening day, like it's a baseball game. On release day. But now this box that is in front of me is selling for $150, which it normally sells for only $50.
Wow. I'll give you $10 for it.
There you go. I mean, that's about what it should be. That's about what they're all going to be worth at the end of this. But there is cards in here, that are worth $2,000 if you pull them.
Wow, really?
And that's why people are insane. But anyway, I opened a ton of stuff the day one. But I was in my travels, just because as I said to you guys, I either was going to find it, I might do it, I might not do it. But I wasn't going to chase it. I was going to find it. If it was there, it was there. If not, so I happened to go to some local stores, and one of those local stores, I was talking all about how I really hated all the people being like scalpers, and this is a child's card game. Like, families play it. Everybody calm down. We don't have to hurt people for these cards. I don't know if you've seen the Costco videos, Franco, but
no, I have not.
The Costco videos are insane. It's just like they'll just put the palette of Pokemon cards out, and people will just like lift the palette up and put it in their shopping cart and just walk away.
Wow,
it's like crazy. It's just this insane sea of insanity. All because again, one card in this set is like $2,000. Because people have put these ridiculous amounts on things. But anyway, so I talked about this plight with somebody, and I talked about how, and Franco knows this because I've done gaming at Oh Yeah Comics, and we've tried to do events and other gaming in the past. So I love like teaching people new games, playing games. And so I really wanted to do this, and actually I'm using this as a way to teach my daughter to read. She's reading the cards now. As well as some of Franco's books now, and also Chris's book from last time. But yeah, so I'm using this teacher to read. So I just want the card.
Is she going to stop talking to you if she pulls the $2,000 card?
She has a better chance of doing that than I do, because when she opens Pokemon cards, my daughter pulls all the rare, like the ultra rare gold cards and things that like I would never pick.
That's awesome.
This is like an episode of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, where you go out in the wild to find the elusive Pokemon box. It's pretty true. And you guys were with me all day last Friday, where I did this from 9 a.m. till like 2 o'clock.
What?
I don't know how scalpers like don't die of exhaustion on the way to everything, but it's insane. And the people I met were also insane. And I had some choice words for a couple of people, but anyway, point being, we have another prismatic ETB or elite trainer box using the lingo. But then here, this is where Franco's going to get his eyes are going to be big. I also have elusive Japanese Pokemon cards.
What?
Yeah.
All the way to Japan to get
I
these
went
things?
all the way to Japan. Japan. It only took 2 hours. No, I didn't want to unveil that I have superpowers, but
2 hours to get to Japan. That's like I would go to Japan.
I would go to Japan.
I have no desire to go to Japan just because it's like an 18-hour flight, and I just never want to do that.
Yeah,
yeah, but if it was 2 hours, I would go like tomorrow.
Well, here's the deal. I can tell you many places in the city that have the Japanese toilets, and that's the only real reason I want to go to Japan, because I've used one of those toilets, and it's amazing. It washes your tushy. It's great.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know we were going to get that.
Yeah, there you go.
That detail down here.
We got to get ratings somehow. Japanese toilets are going to do it. No, but I have elusive Japanese cards. The only reason I know what these are is because they printed stickers on the back. But there are different names in all the sets here, so I have no clue what the hell they really are. So we're going to try it. We're going to see what's happening. So I'm going to open these first. And it's weird, but the Japanese cards have less cards in them, the packs.
Why is that?
I don't know. I have no clue why. The cards are higher quality, I will say that. They're printed on better card stock and they're nicer. But so this is, what is this set? This set is Shiny Treasure.
Now let me ask you a question before you get rolling with this.
Yes.
If you pull the $2,000 card, do I get a cut of that?
I mean, yes.
Because we're doing the show now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was my main concern. Continue.
Yeah. All right. That's it. You heard it. You heard it here first. Franco gets it. This is how we're going to survive America now. We're going to get money off Pokemon cards. Well, I mean, eventually these will be, probably 300% tariff, so you won't be able to buy these anymore. But it's terrible. I'm not going to do political jokes.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Oh, we got something in this pack, though. So maybe Franco's my good luck charm. Let's see. So this is scary because I actually know the name of these Pokemon, so I can actually tell you what they are. That's Mankey. That's Totoskull. What is his name? This is Wooper. This thing's name is Salt. It's a variation of the word salt because he looks like salt. Vileplume.
That one's shiny. Why is that one shiny?
So this is their hollow. This is what I mean by the cards are better quality. Their hollows are much better than the American ones. This is a Paldean Tauros, which is what that is. And there's our hit. So we got a terrestrial, a Terra. I don't remember what the name of this Pokemon is. I think he's Safety Shell or something like that. But he's from the Pinecone Pokemon. He evolves from that. So we got one hit in that pack. And then we have a what is it? It's not Clefairy, it's Cleffa, because that's the baby version. That's Clive. And that is a Wattrel.
Oh, man.
I've started to learn the names of them. All right, now we're going to go into, what the heck is this? Lost Abyss. So again, the Japanese sets have different names. They're similar to some of the sets that are in English. So these are the same cards as English cards, but there are some variation of the artwork, which is why I like the Japanese cards sometimes. It's also a lot cheaper to buy the Japanese cards. And we all have Google Translate on our phones. So
wait, What do you mean we all do?
Well, I mean, a lot of people do.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know if I do.
I don't remember what this Pokemon's name is. He's just real creepy and scary, so I'm just going to like let that be. It's like a really kind of like awkward panda, whatever that is. Yeah. So it's like it's like an awkward rat. There are so many weird Pokemon in the world. I forget his name as well. That's a Seed. His name is Seed.
I don't know what any of these things are. That's awesome.
Didn't want to run a junkyard on Tatooine. What? I'm so confused. This is Lost Mirror. And I think, where was our rare? What was the rare in this set? We didn't get a single rare card. All right, so we're not guaranteed a rare in these packs. That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's bad. that means these are going to suck. That's why these were cheap.
Man.
Yeah, these are bad. What is this? This is some, oh God, it's a fish with a weird mouth. I don't know. Some of the Pokemon designs are kind of odd to me. All right. Oh, I like the elephant. That's I actually like that Pokemon. That's some sort of alien. Don't know what that is. Oh, that's a hit. That's actually awesome. It's actually one of my favorite original Pokemon. That's Aerodactyl, and that's a V-Star. That's a V-Star Aerodactyl. So that's like a full art, super powerful Pokemon. That's actually a really good hit. And I think
do you get like $2,000 for that one?
No. If I pull an Umbreon out of that box, that's when we get the $2,000.
Darn it.
But that's awesome. That Aerodactyl is really, really cool. I like that. I don't know what the card says, but see the foil? See how like better the foils are? They're so much better. And the card is so much nicer quality. It's on like a heavier card stock. I just wish they would make the American cards like this. The American cards are made so cheap.
Are they? Obviously, they're made by different companies, I would assume.
No, same company.
Like the printing company from America to Japan, probably different.
Probably not. No, but I mean, it is the Pokemon company, so I mean, they could. I'm assuming the print. And to your point, the printer, the company that prints them in Japan is probably smaller. I probably can't handle a global printing. I'm gonna guess. This little slit that they give you for the Japanese cards don't work. They say a lot of things are better in Japan. Not that slit. They haven't figured it out yet. Triple beat. I don't know what that is. This is Tinker Tank. Big crystal weird guy. This is Quaxwell. This is useless information that I'll never get back. I don't remember what this is. Oh, we got another hit. That's the EX version of Quaxwell. So that's nice. That's another shiny card. That's a double rare. That was a triple rare for the Aerodactyl.
Is that a $2,000 card?
No. No. I
got a feeling you're not getting the $2,000 card.
Nah, I don't ever get the $2,000 card. That's not true, actually. I do have one card that's worth that if it gets graded. If it's graded, it would be worth that, but it has to actually be graded. All right, we got the elephant again. Oh, man. Franco, you are a lucky charm, by the way. I've gotten a hit in almost every one of these packs. I saw it. So we got the elephant. That's I don't know what his evolved form is. That's Jolik is what he turns from. This is some sort of what is it? It's based off of the what's that fossil that it's based off of a what are those fossils that
Shark?
Look like? No, the thing with like that basically is like kind of like a horseshoe crab.
Oh, Jaws?
Yeah, it's kind of. Oh, I don't know. That's an EX Hoopa. Oof. That's a shiny card. Oh, that's nice.
I don't know what any of that means.
Hoopa is like he's just a genie Pokemon. It's kind of like a genie. He's got rings. He's like disembodied. He floats around.
What the?
Yeah, no. Once we got past the first 150 Pokemon, there's just a guy making up stuff now, like in a room, and he just goes like, "Well, we could make a Pokemon out of like." There's actually a Pokemon that is sushi. Did you know that, everybody?
No.
Like he's literally a piece of sushi.
What the?
And then he like evolves into an actual like dragon.
And do we eat him?
No. Well, actually, they do eat Pokemon. That is true. They talk about that on the show. That they actually do eat them.
I had sushi once. I took it home, fried it up in a pan, and it tasted just like fish.
Yeah. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right. Well, Franco is definitely a good luck charm because we opened up, and these Japanese packs averaged about $10 a pack. So it was nice to get hits in them. That's pretty awesome. And we got a V-Star. We got a couple of EXs. So the V-Stars are like super rare. But now let's see what happens when we open up the worst pull rate set in history that also has one of the most valuable cards in history. Which is not true. The most valuable card is the first edition Charizard.
Why not Pikachu? That's the only.
Charizard was always more popular than Pikachu.
Really?
In the card game, at least. Any Charizard card is worth like tons of money. All right. And this is kind of my inspiration moment. I actually use these cards a lot for my inspiration because a lot of the full art cards are really cool. But it is hard to get the full art cards. And if Franco wants to take a look for a minute, I'll show him what the $2,000 card looks like.
Oh, just in case I come across it.
Just in case, yeah. Yeah, if you see a kid with it, offer him $10. Absolutely.
Oh, I thought you were going to say just push him over and take it.
That you could do too, but I know you're a man of honor, so just give it.
Yeah, I wouldn't push hard. Yeah.
But yeah, this is it. So if anyone sees this card, which is the Umbreon full art, and you see anything less than crazy money on it, then what you're going to do is you're going to look at the card. You're going to find a friend that knows more about Pokemon cards than you and make sure it's not fake. And then once you've done that, then you can go get it. But yeah, you can see again, as an artist, Franco, I think would appreciate this, but you can see like some of these full art cards. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I really love the game. I love collecting these full art cards because the art is gorgeous. I mean, like even I have this card. I actually pulled it in a Japanese pack, but that like dragon card, the art is just like really cool. Like it's just really well done. Some of the art's wacky. Some of it's kind of weird, but like sometimes they have these Japanese alternate art cards or like guest artists that do like weird, like they're scribbles. They're not like real art. It's like very weird. Just to like be like, I have a different one. So this is an ETV for anybody who doesn't know the Pokemon game. ETVs is an Elite Trainer box. The idea of Elite Trainer boxes is that you get at least 9 packs, and it's supposed to give you like everything you need to play. So you get, well, kind of, except it doesn't really give you a full deck, but technically you can make one. You get a promo card, which the promo card is also full art, which I love the full art cards. That's Eevee, because this whole set's about Eevee. We get sleeves. We get sleeves.
Yeah, this is all like new territory for me. I have no idea what any of this stuff is.
You could probably get, I'm sure that if you solicited this company, they would let you draw cards for it, but I think they would. And that would be actually kind of nifty. I would love to see your like card art on Pokemon cards. That'd be kind of cool as an alternate card art. So you have a lot of energy. These are all the energy cards. It's like your resource in the game. You get damaged dice that are themed, usually color-wise, to the set.
They don't look damaged to me.
And you get poison and your poison and fire markers. You can get poisoned or burned.
Oh my goodness.
And you get a box to put all your cards in. And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs. Which, again, if I were to sell this box, I bought it for retail price, which is $50. I could have sold this for twice its value, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to open the cards because I need them. Now, this set has the infinitely worst pull rate in history. So I will spend the money for these cards and get nothing. I will not get probably anywhere near what I did in the Japanese packs. So let's see what happens. These are, of course, in English. Telestial Festival is the Japanese set. Let's see what we get. This is not going to be as exciting as the Japanese packs. Bronzor, Professor's Research, and that's Mr. Professor Oak, the professor I know and love from the original show. Badoo, Bunnery. Franco's going to love these names because they're all puns. Halucha.
That's what I think I was doing before, hallucinating.
Area 0 Underdepths. Regigas. Oh, we got our first Pokeball. I hate that. Means we're going to get nothing in this pack because we pulled this foiled Pokeball. I hate this. Susine, Slowpoke, and a Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory, a regular rare. So we got one Pokeball. Do I have plastic? I don't have any sleeves. All right, awesome. I did not plan this well. So Pokeball number 1. We're going to open up the second pack.
Is this like anything like Pokemon Go? Because I've heard that before.
Yes, it's the same thing. Just this is a card game doing the things you do in Pokemon Go. And it is catching all the... Well, you're not really catching Pokemon in the Pokemon game. It's a Pokemon trainer versus another Pokemon trainer because you can battle in the Pokemon Go game too. Milk Tank.
What the?
It's a cow. It's a cow Pokemon. They call him Milk Tank. Habenberry. Noibat. Black Belt Training. I know it sounds so random, the things that you find in this. Techno Radar. Carmine.
That's the only normal sounding name so far.
Carmine. Great Tusk. Oh, we got another Pokeball, Professor's Research. So that means we get nothing in this pack. Yay. I love that we get Pokeballs. Diplin. Oh, Espeon. I actually need this Espeon for my daughter's deck. So hooray. I would have loved it if I got the Pokeball and the Espeon because that would have been a $30 card. But that's my luck, guys. Yeah, we didn't get it. It's not working.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. I don't get the fun. All right, let's see. Oh, we got an Eevee. I need that for her deck too. All right. Execute. Oh, you like this? This is my favorite trader of all time, Larry Skills. These are actual names in the Pokemon universe. Larry Skills.
I don't know.
Dunsparce. Bronzong. Earthen Vessel. Rescue Board. Oh, we got a Prime Catcher Ace pack. That is a hit. So we got a hit in that pack. Nice. Black Belt Trainer and a foiled Dunsparce. All right, so we got an Ace pack. Now, it's not great to get more than one Ace pack. Is Larry's skills related to Leisure Suit Larry? He kind of looks like Leisure Suit Larry. I'm not going to lie.
I remember Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, I remember those games. I played them. I played those games. I played Max, what was it? Sam and Max, and Day of the Tentacle. All right,
not Day of the Tentacle.
Fan
I didn't know that existed till just now.
Oh yeah, Day of the Tentacle, same guys. Slowpoke, Hippopotamus. It's a hippopotamus, guys. They say it weird. Badoo, Briar. Professor Sadie's Vitality. Bronzong. Ooh, that's a hit. Oh, we finally got a Pokeball on an Evolution, which is a $30 card. Whoa. Nice. Okay.
I'll give you 25 cents for it.
We got a Rilo. Oh, okay. And we got a Lucario EX. Okay, that's a hit. That's interesting. We got a Pokeball and a hit in a pack. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen.
You're welcome.
It is. It's the first time it's ever happened in my Pokemon phase. This might be the best Elite Trainer. It's all Franco. Franco bewitched the box with his powers.
It's what I do.
Actually, you know what? I'm making that joke, but if Mark from All Yeah Comics was here, he actually has ridiculous luck with pulling stuff like that. He used to always do that when we had cards and stuff. Goldine, Applin, Cecil, Hoot, Diplin, and yes, folks, your eyes do not deceive you. That Pokemon is an actual candy apple because they ran out of things. It's actually an apple.
What?
And it becomes a dragon. Makes ton of sense to me. Area 0 under depths. Bug catching set. Glass trumpets. Ooh, we got a Blood Moon Ursaluna. And oh, that was a double rare. And a Monkey Dory. It's the second Monkey Dory we got. That was a terrible pack. That's the worst pack we opened so far. Okay, we got 3 more, and then I'm going to start drawing some. And I'm going to actually start by drawing a Pokemon playmat, I think. Spitzy, Rotostick, Cottony, Professor's Research, Earth and Vessel, Rescue Board, Diplin, Ogre's Mask, Slowpoke, and we got a Vaporeon for the rare. We have pulled no evolutions that are big hits. And we have not pulled that $2,000 card that Franco has now said he will get part of.
Right. Come on, man. What are you doing? You only got 3 packs left.
Black Belt Trading. Rilo. Professor's Research. Duskull. What is that? Heatran. Crispin. Shaman. Another Pokeball. What? Evolution. Look at that. Festival Grounds and a Leafeon. All right. And a foiled water. I mean, getting the evolutions on the Pokeballs, we didn't get a Master Ball. That would have been better. But Pokeballs are good, pretty good. Lit Leo. Drakloak. Man. Duraldon. Pupitar. I always say Pupitar. It's Pupitar. Area 0 under depths. Executor. Bug Catcher. Ooh, we got a foiled Espeon. Nice. Hardberry. And a Jolteon. Okay. So we got a double rare in that pack. Last pack. So it's all on this to get the $2,000.
Come on, baby.
Pokemon card. Yeah. Worst pull rates in history. I'm going to do it, guys. I swear. All right, let's see what happens. Dusclopes. Unfortunately, Hippopotamus. Houndour. Spritzy. What is this? Tremenix. Code Breaking. Screamtail. Ogre Mask. We got another Prime Catcher hit. Oh, that means we're probably not going to get it. Hoot. And a Jolteon. All right, so not the thing of legends in this pack.
So what you're saying is no $2,000 card.
No $2,000 card. So what did we get? We got an A-Spec. I mean, we did get Pokeballs on Evolutions, which is really nice. But we got... Oh, man. I hate these Pokeballs. I hate that these Pokeballs are a pull in this set. Because this is why the pull rate's so bad. Pull rate's so bad because these count as your big hits, and then they're master balls, right? They're all Pokeballs. Yeah, that sucks. So that's why the pull rate's so bad, is because all of these count as like rare hits. So they take away your ability to get the bigger hits. So that's our hits. I mean, I shouldn't complain. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So only 2 out of this, 9 packs were not hits. So this is why, guys, I am not paying over MSRP anymore for this set. I did at launch, but I'm not doing it anymore because it's a tough set to pull stuff from. It's better to just buy the cards. Not the $2,000 card, but any of the other cards you need. Just buy them. All right, so we're done with Pokemon cards. But I will say I'm very happy that I got these because now I can finish my daughter's deck, at least a base deck for her, which is awesome.
That was a fascinating jaunt into the world of Pokemon.
Yes, this is what the world of Pokemon... I mean, it's not a full jaunt because there's no, like, you know, really robust or rotund guy yelling at you that you're buying product. So you didn't get that part of the experience, but...
I don't think I ever need that thing.
Yeah, that's the other half of it. That's the other part of it. You know, angry that you're buying cards for a child's card game that he can't then go flip later. I love the world we live in. I mean, that's not the worst problem though. Pokemon cards shouldn't be your worst problem. I mean, there's so many other things that are happening. I watch the news now and I'm just like, yeah, that's awesome. I think the thank God it's Friday moment has happened a lot. I just hope everybody's staying safe out there is what I meant to say. Everybody stay safe. All right, we're gonna put all this crap away now that I'm done. I really do like Pokemon. I get very angry when I open up this set. I really, really do not like this set. Yeah, I love opening up all the old cards and the old cards. Like if I could show, I would show Franco, but we like the old sets. They have these, and the new set's gonna have it again. They have these beautiful like they call them trainer gallery cards, where it's like the trainer with their Pokemon, and they're always in like action poses and doing stuff. And there's such cool art. It's such really, really cool art. There is, and you would actually like this Pokemon, Franco. There is an art-related Pokemon, which is he's basically called Smeagol. It's actually spelled kind of the same way as like,
oh really? Wow.
Like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. But what he is he's like, he kind of looks like an anamorphic dog, but he has a paintbrush for a tail. So he what's the word? He like hides. He bombs people and like paints stuff and then like hides in the shadows and nobody knows like where he is. So he's kind of like Banksy. Like you don't know the artist's true name.
Oh, that's weird.
And his card is really cool because the card is his trainer is an artist. So it's an art studio, and he's just like running around, and there's paint everywhere because he's painted over all the walls. He's painted on all the canvases, and the artist's just screaming. It's a really cool card. I'm like, this is my Pokemon. I love it. All right, so now, because I'm going to break everything, and I'm sure I will. So, viewers at home, have fun.
And how are you breaking things?
Well, because now I have to show everybody what I'm doing on your stream.
I see.
And I think that shows everybody what I'm going to be working on.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I need to do what I need to do on my stream to show everybody what I'm working on. There we go. All right, cool. So I have a couple of projects. Now, Franco, why don't you talk a little bit why don't you say what you're working on? Because I didn't really ask that question. I went right into opening stuff.
I have no idea, really.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
This is a project that I had written quite a while ago, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten a bunch of projects that I've already written that I didn't really do anything with yet, and
need reference.
I was going to do this Twitch streaming, and I'm trying to figure out what is it that I'm going to do on here, because I don't know, and I was doing some soul searching about, you know, showing you the projects before about what, you know, what should I do, what should I not do, and I decided whenever I come on here, I might be just drawing this book, because I have a couple of other things that I'm drawing that are kind of like in the middle of being drawn.
I gotcha.
I started something over on my Patreon, which I need to really get back to, but I'll probably be posting these pages up on there eventually. But I on my Patreon, I wanted to do something like let me write and draw as I'm going online, you know,
cool.
on my Patreon. But that was just a mess, because then I don't get to it because I have other projects that are happening.
Yeah.
I'm working on a bunch of projects that I can't show, and then that stuff gets put by the wayside. So I'm thinking, you know, this is my downtime in drawing.
Right.
That I can just do. I could do mindless, basically. I have a script for something, and I can work on it without, you know, without having to write it, without having to, you know, put a lot of thought into what I'm doing at the moment, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You want it to be more like free form, right? Right.
Yeah. So this way, I just don't have to think about this as I'm doing it.
No, that makes total sense to me.
You know, because I mean, I do have to think through the pages and
right
and stuff, but I don't have to, like, you know, oh, what's the story here? You know?
Yeah, yeah. No, it makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna show as Franco shows many times. I'm gonna be showing my I'm gonna be showing something I'm working on, which kind of came as an idea, and it's kind of the same thing. It's like a project I'm in because I'm in the middle of working on a larger book, and you know, Franco said something last time we were on, and I took it to heart, which was just how he needs another project to work on. And I was like,
I don't.
Well, yeah. Now I've seen that may not have been the best.
Right. I don't need another project to work on. I'm working on so many, but this is downtime, so it's
right.
It's fun, and then this doesn't have to go to a publisher. You know, if I do anything, I either print it myself or a Kickstarter. Probably just print it myself, low print run, and just sell it. You know. So this is just something fun to do. But go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No. It's all good. No, I take all of these streams as a learning experience for me as well. So, which, speaking of learning, I can't share details yet, but I will be. I should also announce this on the stream too, but I will be kind of setting up potential ways for you guys to kind of learn from me. You know, I think I mentioned it last time. I have taught art to many different folks, and specifically like comic book art and cartooning and character design. I might be starting to kind of offer my own services in that arena through something I found online. So I'm going to keep you guys posted.
Ooh, intrigue. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, through that. Which I should definitely I was gonna say offline. I could talk to you more about it, but yeah, so it's like something where you set up your own stuff and you know, you can kind of do your own teaching and stuff. So and that kind of teaching I can get behind, because I will say, as someone who's worked in a few different places teaching, I had one problem with most of those places, and it was everybody else. You know, me and my curriculum and I did.
You mean people?
I was okay with, but sometimes having to talk through it when you were the only one in the room, and I think Franco could relate to this sometimes. But when you like are the only one in the room that kind of has the skills. And I'm saying more in the digital arena. I was definitely the one that knew more about that aspect of things. But since I was always trained in a fine arts background and then became a digital artist as well, I sort of approach it in a fine arts way. But what I'm working on right now, this is a playmat, which actually, if I get it finished in time, I'm going to bring to the show in March.
Cool.
So this will be stuff I'll be showing there. And then I'm also going to work on another thing today, which is a book. Probably be a sample book that I would bring of this other project. And I could actually work on a print for The Refugee, which is the book I'm working on with a writer. Which I'm almost, I think I'm going to be done with that. I'll be done with the actual like roughing of that book, or like all the penciled pages, by the end of this month. I'm hoping. I'm praying. And then it's going to be color. So you guys will see that on my streams in the afternoon of me just coloring all the pages.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of drawing another book just for myself that I want to kickstart. And I'm on page 33 or 34 of 120 pages. So
there it is.
Oh yeah, Wayne was heading off to Slumberland. I hope you guys have a great pod. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in, watching. I know he's down in sunny, chilly Florida for OAX. Down there.
He goes over there.
Yeah, he went down to OAX, so that's why he couldn't be on the stream with me last night. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he's actually been on my stream a couple of times, so I really appreciate the patronage to all the streams. He saw one of my painting commissions for my model stuff, and he he was like, "That's a whole new kind of level of commissions." I'm like,
"Yeah,
it is." Yeah, if you guys want to see, actually, Franco, if you want to, I want to show. I might paint this later, but this is where I got to with this one.
Well, let's look.
You guys can see.
Wow, look at that.
So these are the Nurgle guys. They're the disease soldiers. So they have all like disease and decay and insanity.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Same principles of painting, though. It's like that's what I tell everybody. It's like what gets me into model painting. It's all painting, so it's all the same principles when you do like canvas or watercolor or whatever. Just different medium stuff. I really love to work with watercolor, but you can't really do that with those models. I need to look
at that. Another panel done. That's crazy. It's crazy talk, I tell you.
Yeah, man. All right, I need.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go.
I was going to say on this other project that I'm working on, I'm doing all the roughs first, and then I'm deciding whether I want to go in and ink. But here I'm inking and coloring because, like I showed. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this was the first stream I did with John.
Yeah.
Was this cover, and I disliked it so much.
Yeah.
I complained throughout the whole stream.
You did.
And then later off camera I did this. And I added the moon effect because that's a picture of a moon that I took. And then I put a filter on it. So then I threw that in there, but then the background and everything turned out well on this and I think I want to keep it, kind of very limited color palettes going through, but I like, I put all the detail in the hair last time, and here I just left it as just pure white, and I like it so much better. And I like the pose, and I like the angle. So this page I'm not hating.
I think it's good. I like it. Yeah. Well, here, if you want to see, I'll show off a little bit of mine, but Franco can see. This is the big book.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff on there.
I know. We'll be talking about it, I'm sure. But yeah, you can see kind of a similar idea with like a limited, like I tried to limit all the characters to only a few colors because I want to have that kind of feel to it. Very like Last Airbender animated series. That's what I was kind of thinking when I was doing this.
It's coolness.
Yeah, that's a monster. And he kills all the original heroes. And then our main characters go, we're going to sport our alien powers and start beating some crap.
Man, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
He sounds like an awful person.
Well, no, we got blood on the next page, but you know.
Oh, okay.
It's good. It's a good book. Oh, I'm just going through. All right. Here you go. Here's my roughs. So Franco wants to see the roughs that I worked on. This is me with a lot of editing. So you can see that I edited as I'm gone through the book. Trying to make some less panels, larger panels. Just a little bit more makes sense. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of characters. Don't worry, I'm gonna draw an index. It'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
We'll get through it. But here's the thing. This is the thing that I'm very excited about. So I'm going to show this. Yeah. So here's mine, all mine. So I told you guys about a bunny, about a rabbit. So there's our rabbit.
Oh, right. This is what you were telling me about. That's right. Yeah.
So this is the rabbit. You can see that this story is slightly different. and Franco will be happy. There are less panels on this page.
Yeah, there's a lot of panels on that other stuff. I was talking about it, yeah.
But
hello, look at mine here. How many panels? Yeah, four on the page. So
no, I know. Yeah, mine's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. But you know, because I was talking to my wife about this because she I told my wife what I told you last time. I said that she's the lipness test. And I showed her something and she's like, yeah, I don't get it. And I'm like, all right, that's it. It sucks. Because she doesn't know anything about comic books. So she doesn't know what's happening on a page. It ain't working. But I told her that. I said that she's the lipness test for that. She thought that was really funny. I was like, yeah, I show you things and you're not the aficionado. So if it don't work, then I know I've failed the exercise. But yeah, so I was showing her that. She really liked it. She had some weigh-in on the name. I don't have a full name for him yet. I kind of want to call him Hopper, I think.
Strange things might happen around him.
Well, Well, I was going to play on that a little bit because there's an overarching.
So now this is your own book that you're doing.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, and like I said, my hope is to have a sample done by March, so I could like bring a little sampler, like a tease, kind of quick book thing. But yeah, then I'm doing this Pokemon mat. So the idea is I'm gonna have game mats with the Pokemans on it, and it's gonna be all Ghost and Psychic Pokemans. And I need another Psychic Pokemon to put on here. I don't know what I'm gonna put.
If you're asking me for advice on Pokemon, you've come to the wrong person.
That's true.
Because I don't know.
I mean, I was about to say the name of it, and I was actually starting to think of an Italian word, which was really funny, which I didn't mean to. I was thinking of Gabagool.
Gabagool,
Gabagool, it sounds very much like this Pokemon's name. It's Gabagold. Which is a ghost. He's a ghost inside of a treasure chest. Because of the world of Pokemon, everything's a Pokemon. Everything can be a Pokemon. Like it really is. I hate to say that it's very much like the South Park episode that made fun of Pokemon, but it really is like that. I don't know if you ever saw that, but
no, I don't. I haven't seen South Park in, oh gosh, many years now. I haven't watched.
Yeah, they they did one where they did a Pokemon, like making fun of Pokemon, and it was great. It was really funny. My favorite Pokemon, because they were like they were making fun of what I'm making fun of now, the fact that they're just like ridiculous at this point, because at this point there's over 1,000 Pokemon now that have been created.
That's cray.
And the in the South Park ripoff, spinoff or making fun, they one of the Cartman's like, I choose you, shoe. And it was literally just it was just a shoe. He just threw a shoe, and it doesn't do anything. It's just a shoe. And I was like, oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, that's great. I haven't watched South Park in years. My gosh.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna turn this. That would look better angled. But yeah, it was crazy. It was so crazy. Yeah, he's like, I choose you, shoe. I don't remember. There was like shoe. There was some hamster with a gun on it. He had like a cannon for an arm. Because Pokemon
says, as I've been writing and drawing my own comics and learning, I've been learning to write pages to be 4 panels or fewer whenever possible. Yeah, depending on what you have on a page or want to put on there, I agree.
100%. I do agree with that too. I mean,
especially because books now are being, produced a lot smaller than comic books used, regular floppy books,
I should say this, that what I was showing was a graphic novel. So when you do a graphic novel, and I don't know if you agree with this, Franco, I have seen graphic novels where it is a little bit more dense on a page.
Again, it depends on the size, because like, the Flash Gordon stuff and stuff that I'm doing now, the books are small,
right?
So we don't put a lot of panels on the page for those.
Right. But this, if you're doing like prestige format,
right,
then I think you can get away with the 8, but I definitely would never do more than 8 on a page. And I've had some. I will share this at a creative process. I've had some that script that I'm working off of. There were some pages where he had like 12 panels, and I was like, no. I was like, no, we're not doing that. Like, it's insane. I mean, again, if you have a sequential story, and again, and for new writers out there, I mean, I would say this as like a learning thing. Remember that it's and funny enough, my wife said this, and my wife doesn't write comic books, so that if she said it, that's pretty good. But it is a moment in time. So if you want something sequential like that, the story is going to slow down, because now you're telling a moment rather than an overarching moment. So like, it's windows into a moment. So like, you have to think about what you're going to say. And, as an artist, and I think Franco as a writer and an artist, and myself writing and being an artist, you can tell a lot with art without dialogue or words.
Right.
So it's just really mastering that when you're writing and when you write out your script. Like, realize that some of the visuals can tell some of your story, and you can also tell things off panel. I think a lot of people don't realize that when they write a comic. Like, you can make gags that happen off panel. You can have things that happen and it actually becomes a part of the storytelling because it was off panel when it happened. I'm sure you've done stuff like that.
That is true. I've done all that stuff.
But like, I think when you're a new writer, you don't necessarily know that's in your arsenal or toolbox. Like, I think some writers approach it like they're writing a book, and it's
definitely something you learn. Like what you could put on the page, what you could get away with, what you could do. Yeah.
Because I think my favorite example in the book I'm working on now is I said this. I had a meeting with the writer and others, and I just said, like, I used some of the panels or like a page as an example, and I was like, he had in the story, it was like this character, because we have a character in the story that's like pretty much like the Hulk, right? He gets angry or he's stressed, and then he turns into the giant monster that he is. and this character was like insulting him to like get him mad. But then, like, on the next panel, we were throwing him out of a plane. And I was like, we don't need to insult him. Just throw him out of the plane.
Right.
Like that'll get him angry. Like, and then when we call it back on the next, like, I think it's a couple of pages later, they lose him because he got thrown out of the plane and just turned into the monster and started ripping things apart. And then we call it back that he meets the character and he gives her like an evil, like a mean look. And I'm like, yeah, that works perfect. like off camera, he was like pissed off that he got thrown out of a plane.
Right.
And it's funny, But yeah, like it's just that kind of stuff. Like you don't have to explain everything, and even we have characters that turn in alien forms, and we were talking about that. And I'm like, I don't have to draw them transforming from their alien form into this. Like the story's telling us they went there. The story's telling us they went here, and now we're seeing them as aliens. So the audience gets it. It
right.
You don't need to draw every. But yeah, because that was me being like,
right. If they transform, you don't have to draw them transforming every single time you show them.
Yeah. But you don't even have to do it for the first time because in the first time. So what I did, and you probably would appreciate this, is I have one panel where they're in the car, aka spaceship, because it turns into a spaceship. And they're humans in the car, and then when we see them on the island, this like secluded island they go to, now they're all they're in their alien form. So I didn't have to draw changing them into aliens, like. And then what I said was we'll just stick like a spoiler plate, like a nameplate that like does the whole like putting their names on their alien form with words.
Right.
We saved a bunch of panels.
That's key.
Like I don't need to draw more. Like believe me, when I was told in that example, I was told like, oh, well, we need another panel. And I'm like, no, we don't. Like, there's no way I'm drawing a panel of all of them turning into aliens. I'm like, no, it's not happening. I'm like, we're doing this. That's what we're doing. And that's something. It's funny. I used to do scenic design in theater, and I always like think about those meetings. And that's like kind of where I learned how to deal with creative people a little bit more. When everybody has a vision, it's tough. It can be tough.
Yes, it can be. I've been in meetings like that.
Yeah. But and it's and everybody has the same vision. Everybody wants to do the same thing, right? But it's like
everybody has a different idea how to get there, though.
Yeah. I think the key, and at least I find this, is just as long as you're respectful to everybody. Like I try to be like I've skirted the line with the writing because now I'm like and I shared off camera with Franco like my edits because now I'm actually like just fully editing it. And I felt a little I had some trepidation about doing that, but it went okay. Is it Gimme Ghoul? Gimme Ghoul. That's what his name is. Gimme Ghoul.
I like that name.
Gimme Ghoul. Well, because that's the idea. Because he steals money and puts it in his treasure chest. Oh, I drew this completely wrong. Wow. All right. Cool. You ever do that game, Franco, where you try to draw a character from memory? He's gonna say every
yeah.
Every convention.
every time, and it doesn't go well usually.
I think I was talking about this on the last stream, but like when I draw Pokemon are always annoying to draw because they're just like every other cartoon character, but they're very simplified characters. And I think I was saying this last time that if you get like one thing wrong on the character, it looks 100% wrong.
Right.
Like there's no leeway like to stylize it or change it in your way kind of thing.
Usually, yeah, very simplified characters. It's hard to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, now that guy looks like he's smiling.
Is he supposed to be smiling?
Yeah. See?
I mean, there we go. You achieved the goal.
So like she breaks in. See up here, she breaks in, breaks
Yeah.
the glass, comes in.
I love that. I love
He's
the
like,
glass break.
they're like, huh? What's going on there? What's happening? And then she's like, hi, boys. And then they're like, I'm here to stop you. And then they're like, ha 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 ha. Ha.
Oh, they're like from our universe where. Got
Yeah.
it.
They're like robbing the bank here, and
it's like, you can't stop us. You're a girl.
right,
Feels
in a
like that's
silly
what,
costume.
I gotcha. So they're douchebags. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But they're gonna get their comeuppance on the next page. Let me
There
tell
you go. There you go. And I'm drawing a Pokemon that steals your money.
Yeah, looky that.
That's cool. I really do like those I like the panels.
Thanks.
All right. I'm going to draw a little bit more of this Pokemon, and then we're going to talk more about the rabbit.
All right. Now I either move on to the next page or I start to color this one.
Which, by the way, shouldn't be talking about the rabbit. I should be drawing the other book, but I'm going to talk about the rabbit anyway. Because I need a break. I've been drawing the other book all day.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You need a break sometimes.
And I'm actually really happy about how this Pokemon is turning out. And this is the first time I've ever drawn this Pokemon. So I'm really digging it. And just a reminder to everybody, it's in February. I will be re-emerging as a Pokemon professor, which is going to be pretty cool. Yeah.
Did you go to a?
I had to go. Yeah. Well, I have to take. School? I have to take a test. It's like serious stuff here.
It's cray.
Oh wait. Oh, the box. Oh, okay. So the box doesn't have. It's not a treasure. It's not like a pirate treasure chest. Oh man, somebody who might have taken Riddle and probably designed this. All right. This is maybe this is why we don't go to Japan more, because they came up with this. Now watch, I'm gonna get reamed in the comments because this is probably based off some sort of Japanese spirit. Yeah, it's probably cultural related, and I have no clue what it is because I'm just.
All right, we're gonna attempt some color here. Let's see.
Oh.
And I'm gonna grab my. Should I grab my color from on this page? Yeah, because I like this one, so I'm gonna grab color. Oh, I already have the colors. What am I doing?
Oh, actually, this is a good question. Do you set up color palettes in Procreate?
I was just saying, like, I was gonna go grab that page, and I'm like, I have right here. See this here, Moon Girl costume, there. Right here.
Because I'm about to do that for my book because my brain was doing something else that was really dumb, and I realized that I should probably just spend the time to do that because that will make my life infinitely easier moving forward.
Yeah.
When I go into
it does. When I remember to do things, it does.
I'm the same way. I don't remember.
When I remember to do things, it does. See, like, and then like I just filled that real quick. Bam. Like, bam. See. Ooh, unless you forget to close off the page somehow, because you forget to close off the page.
All right, so you and I color the exact same way. That's funny. I'm watching it now. Yeah, you color the exact same way that I do. Oh, that's good. That means I'm not doing it dumb. All right, good. that makes me feel like 10 times better about my life.
Unless you forget to close off the line.
Yeah, but I do that too, and then you're doing the thing that I do to fix it too. So it's all good.
Well, it's just easier.
Yeah, you're doing what I do. Because I was doing something else, and I figured that out, and that's why I work so fast now.
Bam-a-lamb, just like that. Look at this. Look at this. Whole costume color. Unless you forget to close off the pages. Unless you forget to close off the pages.
That's awesome.
And also, I don't remember what the inside. I don't know if the inside of the cape should be white or.
Oh yeah, well that's your character, so I don't know.
Jeez Louise. Okay, it'd probably be darker, but let me.
That's all. That's all you, my friend. I don't know this person. I mean, oh wait.
Bam!
Wait.
Look at that color. Bam! Look at that.
Well, you have your color is unbelievable.
What? It's not. It's believable. Everybody.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna blow Franco's spot up because I'm gonna show this. I have to get this in. I have this up next to my desk because I have to get it framed.
Oh man, what is this?
You did this.
Oh,
what is this?
I was gonna say.
Franco did this. Isn't that dope? That's so awesome.
I did that at the store.
Yeah.
I
have to put it in a frame. It's right here next to my desk because your flash painting is up there. I got to put this up there.
B Thing says, how do you strike the balance between efficiency, clarity, and storytelling versus spectacle?
Well,
I mean, yeah, it's all about what do you need to do story wise, you know? Because sometimes there's certain things that you have to put in a panel,
right?
You know, and sometimes it's fun to be the spectacle, and blow things up, and make it cool looking. But you can also do both, depending. Again, it all depends on story and what's happening.
Yeah, and I would say not to weigh in on completely the question, but I was gonna say it's an artist by artist thing too. I mean, like everybody has a different style, right? So, like I was showing off before, like how I broke up a panel for a fight, and the way I did a fight and the way Franco did a fight are completely different. One might argue one is better than the other or whatever, but it's like, you know, but there is practicality to it too, right? So like it's a good example. Like I would say the thing, and Franco probably, maybe he relates to this and maybe he has this problem too, but I usually have a problem with, I don't put the right characters in the panel. So what I mean by that is, like, a good example is what I'm showing you guys right now. Like in the script, we go from, well, in the script, we go from this fight to then like this other thing that's happening, which I'm actually, no, now I'm looking at this, I'm going to put a meanwhile up there, which I've been doing a lot of, but this is starting to turn into a very old timey comic book. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, it's. But yeah, I'm a sucker for screwing that up a lot. Where I'm like, you have to put a certain amount of characters because the reader has to remember that they're all there in these like big wide shots, right? So I'll go and I'll be like in this shot that I'm showing you guys now, two of the characters are kidnapped. So when I drew it, I started drawing the two characters that were kidnapped, and I'm like, oh, they're not there. I have to get them out of there. So it's like I forget things like that. And then what was it in the fight sequence? There's like beer that this guy is drinking, and I kept forgetting to put the beer. So I had to keep figuring out ways for him to either hold the beer or for the beer to fall so that he could have the beer around him so that he'll be able to throw the beer later. So that's a very practical
continuity.
Yeah, like you have to make it make sense. And you know, and
wow, and that bam color.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like there's a practical side to it, and then there's like, but I think focus is the key to it, right? It's like, to what Franco said, it's like, what is your focus? Like, what do you want to focus on? And all that kind of stuff. Because you know that I argue that point a lot with like script writing and storytelling. Like early on in our book, like I was saying before, like at the beginning of the book, we kill off like this group of heroes, the former group of heroes that protected Earth. And he was like, well, wouldn't we do a hero shot of them? And I'm like, no. You're going to kill half of them. Or not half of them. You're going to kill like all of them. So why am I going to waste a whole page to introduce you to characters we're going to kill in like 2 pages?
Right.
Like, so like I'll give them panels, like I'll give them big panels and give their names, but like we don't need a page. You know.
Right.
I'm like, and I hated to be like, I didn't want to, I didn't want to patronize anyone, but I was like, really, a full panel is like, if you're gonna do a full like page, it's got to be something earth-shattering. Like, it has to have a reason. Like, like in Franco's book, that first that cover or that first page, like, I mean, most books you establish the hero, right? Like, I always think of Spider-Man books.
Yeah. Again, depending on the story,
Yeah. Or your big bad guy is like, depends on like what perspective you're telling the story from too. It's like, is the bad guy acting first and then the hero's coming later, or it's but I know like a Spider-Man book, like I always think of a Spider-Man book of like, what do you normally see? You usually see Spider-Man like patrolling the city, right? And we talk about like the beginning of a story arc, right? Or something where it's like, it's usually like him patrolling. And then either the story is he's getting into it because something's happening and he's going and finding out what it is. Or we have that opposite, like Franco said, maybe the story is the villain is acting first. And then Spider-Man's got to catch up. He's got to find out what happened. He's not going right into the villain. Or, it's I think, again, writing and drawing are hand in hand. They're not, they can't really be at odds. It doesn't work. I don't know if you agree with that, Franco. That's how I
do.
feel.
Yeah. I was just thinking about like the mistake I just made here, because I fooked it up to say something quite in a nice term. I messed, and I usually do things 2 or 3 times. I'm a horrible colorist. I really am, in terms of like I'll do things 2 or 3 times and then I'll screw things up because I wanted this to be a little bit lighter. So I'm going over this with an eraser that's at 50% opacity, but I can't cross over lines twice, or else it'll give me a double eraser.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah. So like, and I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I
was gonna suggest one.
Yeah, I commit to doing this, and then like it's done, and then I move on. Like,
yeah.
See, so that color's a little bit less,
Yeah, because it gets you backwards, and then the other panel looks like it's coming, it's popping. Yeah.
Yeah. About putting a darker color in the
I'm the same. I'm a slow colorist. Like, it's funny. I'm a fast painter, and I think I feel like Franco's going to say he's the same way. I feel like I'm a fast tactile painter.
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah,
but
I think I'm just slow at everything.
I'm a slow colorist when it comes to digital coloring. I'm always slow. I don't know why, and I think it's because of exactly what Franco said. I play with the color. I do a weird thing. I do my shadowing differently. Yeah. Like I create boxes, and then sometimes I'm trimming the shadow or I'm trimming it out. And I like play with it a lot.
See, and I'm noticing something. Yeah, I'm noticing something I screwed up already, because like her hair is white, and I can't figure out why I don't like her hair here. And it's because in the other page, if I go back to the other page, look what I did to her hair. I just left it as a no outline.
Oh, you didn't outline it, yeah. You didn't
have a line. What I liked about it. So now I got to go in and do this here. So I got to go in. I got to go in and and make this hair. Yeah.
Same. And I would say, I don't know, Franco, if you do this too. I think I do it as well. I do it. I don't know if you do it. But like at this point, even when I'm coloring, I'm still tweaking lines. Sometimes I'll change. Sometimes when I put the color in, I might make a fist bigger. I might start like moving things around, because when you start putting the color in, you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't read the way I thought it was going to read.
Right.
So, and I think Franco and I might share this problem, which is I have a tendency to have different versions of roughed pages.
Oh.
So,
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I won't draw everything in the like my brain will know what's supposed to be there, but I kind of like shorthand stuff. And then when I go to coloring and ink and line work, I'm like now I'm actually like drawing with line the stuff I was missing, which I do quite a bit, which makes your process a little bit longer. So what does everybody?
We'll see if this works. I was going to say.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm doing something dumb here, so I'll see if this works.
Oh, nice.
Probably not. I'm going to have to go back and do it. So let's see here. Oh, no. See, I missed a spot.
I was just saying, if anybody has any questions, let me know. Yeah. I mean, obviously, people are asking Franco questions, which is great.
See, that didn't work. Look, everything turned white.
Oh, I just dropped a bunch of stuff on the floor. Okay, great. Who's in here? Who do I got in this room? You're all being silent. I know we're not playing Marvel Rivals. We're not playing a video game tonight.
I think there's only 2 people on here. I don't know about your side on there. I only got 2 people here, which is good. I'm glad you're here.
Mm-hmm. Sonova, how are you? Sorry to call you out. I used my chat feature. I found you. I was gonna say anybody in my anybody on my side of the fence. Whenever I call you out, there it is. Sonova just like immediately says hi. Just eating at the moment? Oh, what are you eating?
Oh, we want some.
I was gonna say I didn't eat food, so I don't eat anymore. I don't eat. I kind of sleep. Franco kept telling me to go to bed before the stream. He's like, you seem tired. Go to bed. Pizza, of course. Well, a delicacy.
I had pizza tonight. I shouldn't have, but I.
Ooh, Franco had pizza. Now, see, I want pizza. Everybody had pizza. I will. When I'm done at 2 a.m, I'll go find a pizza place. It's probably not good. Pizza at 2 a.m. I haven't done that in a while. Usually that was because of other things accompanying the pizza. But all right, so Gimme Ghoul is done. And I was gonna say when I played Scarlet and Violet, the video game for Pokemon, oh, you guys went to Toy Wiz and Nanuet? All right. Oh, so you're I always forget you guys are local. I always forget that. Yeah, Toy Wiz is cool, right? Was it bad? Don't tell me it was bad. I recommended that place. Yep, it was bad. I said 2 things. I said, was it good or was it bad? And you said, yep.
Well, that tells you the whole story.
That's it. Oh, okay. It was great. Good. Yeah, they have a good selection of Warhammer stuff there. And what's cool in that place is they have what I like about that store is they have like the hobby craft stuff. So they have like the green stuff, they have like the drills, they even have magnets there. So like all the stuff you need to do like kit bashing and other stuff with, they have that stuff. So I am a fan. If I ever got to open my own store, my own gaming store, I would carry things like that. We would have some crazy times, crazy fun. There would be painting classes. There would be all kinds of cool stuff happening. I might have a plan.
Ooh,
funny enough.
I like plans.
although I was going to say Franco is one of those people I have to show that plan to because he's got a good head on his shoulders. He comes up with good ideas.
I like to think so, but
I
doubt myself quite a bit.
That's not. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, see, the hair looks so much better like this without that outline on it. I like the outline on the gloves, but not on the hair. Now this thing bothers me because see that eye is smaller than the other one, but I did that on purpose, but I don't know if it looks dumb. And I have to go back and check on my other page. Did I outline the eyes? Yes, I did. Okay, all right. Everything else is outlined.
I was gonna say the eyes don't look stupid. It looks like it's forced perspective. It looks fine. It looks like her head's turned.
Yeah.
Were you gonna do?
I like the hair much better like that.
Were you gonna do like any gray outlining strands in the hair?
No. Okay. No.
See, this is where artists see. That's what I was saying before. See how different artists think of different things.
Now I was just gonna leave the hair just as
like a shape.
Yeah, because I like it better that way. Aesthetically, aesthetically to me, it looks better.
All right. Oh, okay. So remember how I was talking about if you get the Pokemans wrong, start looking really bad? Well, I just did that. So, I think I made his head in general too big. Let's just redo all of this. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that. Let's just get the basic shape of the head right, because... All right. So remember how Franco talked about the magic of digital? I'm going to do one of those magic tricks right now where I'm going to make this head smaller, because I'm pretty sure...
See, and this is where I start to lose a lot of because I have so many layers and I just forget what I put on what layer.
Yeah, you got to do folders. You got to group them.
Yeah. Welcome to my world that I don't do that too.
I don't. By the way, we live in the same world. By the way, because I don't do it either. I say all these things. They sound good. They sounded good when I taught.
See, now I have a layer here called glass. If I turn it off, all the glass doesn't go away, and that concerns me. Because that means there's another layer somewhere with a whole bunch of glass on it that I don't know anything about.
I like how you said that. That was funny. There's a layer with glass. I screwed this Pokemon up.
Yeah, I don't know where this stuff is.
I drew him way too big. Everything's wrong. Oh, all these proportions are wrong. He's got no chest. I drew it. Oh boy. Okay. I forgot he gets bigger at the bottom. That's right.
Let's see here. This is not going to go well.
Oh, I'm already crying at my side, so this is... I think I should work on the rabbit. I don't think I should draw Pokemon. Oh, this is all wrong. Man, I messed this up, guys. He's got like a... Okay. And then that was... Okay, that's why. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you found the store great. I'm glad that you have a delectable slice of pizza. I'm glad that life is treating you well. What did you pick up? Did you pick up Warhammer stuff? Did they have the Pokemon cards? Did they have Prismatic Evolutions? Did you get the $2,000 card?
And if you did, which store now?
So this is Toy Wiz. I don't know if you've ever been there. Probably. I mean, they actually do have comic stuff, but not. That's not their primary. They do more like gaming and trading card kind of stuff. But it's in Nanuet.
No, I've never been there. My goodness gracious.
I go there from time to time. Not much, but...
I don't know where this glass is. What did I do? There is a layer somewhere with a whole bunch of glass on it.
I like that you just keep saying like broken glass. Happy Friday. Well, Happy Friday, spoon handles. What's up? I'm working on a Pokemon mat, TCG Pokemon mat.
Now this is me going through and shutting off every layer.
Oh, the guys are gone. They ran away.
Oh, there it is. This has no.
This is all wrong.
My goodness gracious me! What did I do?
I can't. Oh wait, that's better. But now his head's not big enough. All right. Whoever created Mewtwo, I hate them. Because because I'm a relatively good artist, and this is pissing me off. Oh Lord. I hope I didn't just yell at a dead guy.
You may have.
No, it's the guy who created Dragon Ball is dead. It's not. It's not this.
Well, that's sad now. Now I'm sad.
I am sad about that. He was a very talented artist.
It's also pronounced Dragon Balls. I believe that's the correct pronunciation.
Well, sir, let me let you know this. It was called, if you watch the original series, it was called Dragon Ball because it's actually when Goku is a child.
Right. But the other one is called Dragon Balls.
Right. The balls didn't come until later.
It was a Z. Balls.
See, the balls dropped later. That's what happened.
Oh, because you got older, I see. I understand.
Learn a lot of things on this channel. Dragon Ball Z has the best examples of parenting on any show in the world.
That's what I want to know.
Oh, well, you don't know. Well, yeah, you wouldn't because I know you don't watch it. But that's kind of the running joke on the show because Goku, right, is the main character. And he and he just leaves his family at home to go fight all the time. So he leaves his son all the time just to go fight. Dad of the
year right there. Right?
Yeah, it's Dad of the Year. Which is why his son actually gets raised by an alien called Piccolo.
Oh.
And not even his own father. Because Goku's never home. Which is pretty funny. And then Piccolo is just insane. So it's funny because Piccolo's version of raising him, since he has superpowers like his dad, is to just give him intense training. Brutal, intense training. And it's great.
I don't know if I like any of this.
Yeah, no, Dragon Ball is a fun place. It's a fun world.
I'm going to take your word for it, but I don't believe it. Okay, see? I don't know. I've made so many mistakes with this.
Oh, Franco, I've made so many mistakes with what I'm drawing. I've made every piece of this character bigger and smaller. Oh, it's been amazing.
Yeah, now this is not good.
Now he's got giant.
Redrawing every individual piece of glass.
Oh no! So it's on the glass layer.
No, there's another glass layer. It's yeah. Let's not talk about it. I'm gonna get upset.
So guys, this is the reality of being an artist. this is because this happens in my home with people in my house, and they'll just they'll come because my desk is I have my desk off the living room, and and they'll just come down the steps and just hear me saying random. They'll just hear me randomly yelling. about like glass and this guy's hand don't work. Like just random things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they used to ask me what was wrong, and now what they do is they just walk away.
Right.
They just.
I get that.
They just.
See, the difference between yourself and myself is my studio is downstairs and away from everybody else.
Nah, no.
So sometimes, well, to get to the garage, I have to walk through my studio, but.
Yeah. No, I wish my studio was away from human beings, but it's not. So it's okay.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time alone. A lot of time alone.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so now this looks like Mew again. Does everybody think this looks like Mewtwo?
I want to see it.
Oh, you want to see it? Yeah. I redid it.
I don't know what a Mewtwo looks like, but I think that's her.
Yeah, I don't have. You would think I would have a Pokemon card of Mewtwo somewhere near me, but I don't. I don't have any representation of this character. Yeah, it's a psychic Pokemon. It basically. Oh, maybe the thighs have to be bigger. I think the thighs have to be bigger. He's got chunky. He's got chunky thighs.
Yeah, I was gonna say comment, but I'm not gonna.
It's okay. He was made in a lab. It's not his fault.
Oh my gosh. Chunky thighs and everything?
Yeah. Well, so what they did was he's kind of like the Bizarro Pokemon, I guess is the way to say it. But in this world, when they make a clone of something, it's like super better. So it's not like Bizarro from the comic books where he's all like messed up. In the world of
me like Bizarro world.
Yeah, in the Pokemon world, when they make a clone of a Pokemon, it's like a ruthless killing machine.
Oh,
like it's to the point where it also gains like intelligence. It can talk to people. Yeah, it's.
That sounds like not fun. Why do you want to go to this place?
Oh yeah, no. Well, it was made by a bad guy, so it was made by the equivalent of a Pokemon mobster, which is Giovanni. Yeah.
And he made this whole world?
Well, no, he made this Pokemon, and then he escaped. It just started and then he escaped, and he might have tried to destroy the world.
Oh man!
Yeah, that was the Pokemon movie back in the day. That's what that movie is about.
My goodness!
And then Pikachu, him and Ash. That movie was intense. Ash dies in that movie.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Now, which one was the movie with Ryan Reynolds? Because I fell asleep through that one a lot.
Well, funny enough, that also has Mewtwo in it because it takes the story. It takes the story of the Pokemon movie and basically uses that, but then also like blends in the Detective Pikachu thing, which was a video game that was released in Japan. It wasn't released in the United States originally.
Yeah, I was very confused about why he was a detective all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, because that's what happens in the game. But that game was so weird because that again was a game where the game starts off with a car accident, and that's where Pikachu comes from, and he has amnesia, and he doesn't know why or what happened to him, and he finds this kid and he can talk to him.
You explaining this to me makes me realize why I fell asleep watching it.
Oh yeah, no.
So he finds his kid.
Well,
he had a child.
No, so in the Pikachu in the game, the video game that this is based on.
You have to explain this to me.
The game that was created from was just literally a Pikachu was with a family and they had a car accident and he got amnesia and then he went and found this other random kid and he could now talk to people, which was also weird. And they have to solve this murder, and that's why it was called that murder accident. I said murder accident, and that's why he was a detective because he was trying to figure this out. In the actual movie, the actual movie is like, similar to how they do with Marvel movies and DC movies. When they blend like 5 different things together. The Pokemon movie is kind of like that, where they took like plots from video games, they took plots from the actual like show, and they blent it all into a story. And the story in the movie is that kind of a similar thing. Pikachu was in an accident with his Pokemon partner, and he gets amnesia, and you don't understand why. And the city that this all takes place in is like a city where they do things differently than the rest of the Pokemon world, where they don't like enslave the Pokemon. They let the Pokemon like be Pokemon, and humans get to be humans, but they still like work together, versus like trapping them in Pokeballs. and so that's why like all the Pokemon are just roaming around and they're not in Pokeballs. So like that's why that Pikachu's like human was a detective. So he also was a detective. And he would like talk to Pokemon and everything else. But do you want me to spoil the movie? You don't care, right?
Oh, please. Absolutely. Because I'm fascinated by this.
So what happened? So the long and short of it is, the main character, which is a young, a college kid. His father was a detective. His father goes missing. You find out that Mewtwo, this Pokemon, was created and escaped, and he put his father's soul. I can't believe that this is actually a plot in the movie. he put his father's soul in the Pikachu because his father would have died, and he merged the two of them together, which is why the Pikachu can talk to the kid, because his dad's soul's in it. And that's why the Pikachu sounds like Ryan Reynolds, because his dad's Ryan Reynolds. And you find out that the whole reason this happened was because the guy who was supposed to be like the like kind old man who's dying, who wants Pokemon and humans to live together, it was all a ruse for him to just get the Mew body and live in it and like live forever, because Mew would live forever. I was like, whatever.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it went off the rails pretty quick. So I will say this about the movie.
Did they have like a story editor or anything with this at all? Or?
They literally took 5 or 6 different things from Pokemon and made a movie. And it makes no absolute sense. But here's the deal. If you don't like Pokemon, you won't like the movie. Because only a person who likes Pokemon will understand half of what the hell is happening.
All right. I'm going to take your word for all that, because I don't understand it.
Because it's such a bad story. Like they did, it's a crazy story. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely. The game, the actual physical like game, like I bought that game when it came out, and I was like, I didn't even understand that. And I bought the video game. I didn't understand it. Then they made a movie of it, and I was like,
all right.
Yeah, because. Oh, go ahead.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't get it.
Well, because the problem with the Pokemon movie, the real problem with it is that because there are 1,000 Pokemon, and because Pokemon has been around since the 80s, there's so much, like every person has grown up with like different generations of things.
Right.
So when they made the movie, no offense to the movie makers, it's a tall order because they were like trying to put as much as they could in it, because you have to relate to like 15 generations of people that have like had Pokemon. So it's like, it's really hard, because even me, like I talk about Ash and I talk about like these characters, that's from the very original cartoon.
Yeah, my son would know all that stuff.
Yeah, like that's the original cartoon. So like a younger person of today, like going to see that, wouldn't necessarily know who Ash. Well, now they definitely won't know who Ash is,
right?
Because Ash is gone. He finally grew up and they got rid of him. So,
oh, jeez, man, talk about like job stability. He thought he had it, and now nope.
Well, he finally became a Pokemon master. So that was it. His story was over. So now it's a whole new generation of
my goodness gracious. What?
Yeah. And funny enough, the US the English version of that episode has not come to the US yet.
Really?
So no one has seen the goodbye to Ash unless you watch it in Japanese.
Well, because they didn't want to get rid of him here in the States, probably.
No. It's official. It's official. No. They even made a new Netflix series that doesn't have Ash in it.
And they just they just don't know about it.
Well, he's not. It's a different part of the world. Yeah, they have the series happening in a different region because all the regions of Pokemon are like based off of real places. So they have it happening in a different part of the world that Ash isn't in.
See, I have glass. I have glass. Shatter. I have shatter.
I like how you said that.
I don't know where my other shatter lines are. They're just not existent. I don't know where I put these lines. I think I put them here. No, that's not it.
All right.
My goodness gracious.
Oh, this actually looks good. Wow.
My goodness gracious. Okay.
Franco's looks good too, but he never believes me, so I don't tell him anymore. I'm just gonna say that it looks
this?
It looks good. Yeah, it looks good.
I don't think so.
See, that's it. That's why I'm gonna say it. I know.
I'm trying to fill color, and it's just not working for me because I left out a whole bunch of lines.
Yep. See,
I don't know what layer it's on.
This is me and Franco. We color the same. See, this is what I do. I say all the same things that Franco just said. I'm like, wait, why is this method that I've used countless times not working now? Why?
Right.
Like, I've definitely used this method to do this.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm coloring this line again, and I have no idea what's happening with it.
Well, here, Franco, you can see what I did. You can take a break for a minute. But this is this is my mat. I think it came out nice now. They actually look good.
There you go.
So that's Gengar.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say that looks like a Gengar there.
That's Gengar.
Even though I don't know what that is.
That's Mewtwo.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
And that's the Gabagol over here. The Gimme Goal.
My goodness.
Now I want them to make a Pokemon called Gabagol. They'll do it.
Now you mixed real and not real?
What?
This Pokemon?
This is all real.
No, but like the Gabagool is not a real Pokemon?
No, this is real. That's real. This is a real. This thing in the box. This is real. That's a real Pokemon.
The Gabagool.
It's Gimme Ghoul. It's not Gabagool.
Okay.
Gimme Ghoul.
See, I got confused.
I'm making fun of the Gabagool. Now I want them to make a Pokemon that's just a piece of Gabagool. And it just slaps you in the face. Like, that's its attack. Slap. Okay. I didn't do it. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't do it. It was me who did something. And
I'm sorry.
I regret it.
We suffer for our art here on this channel. It's definitely true. All right, let's go. Who wants to talk about? Let's talk about the rabbit. Let's go over to the rabbit.
Okay, this is when I merge these layers. It's going to be a lot of fun trying to figure out who did what to where.
Oh, that are we merging layers, or we're having you going for a case? What? Figure out who did what where.
We're not sure right now. We're not sure what's happening because we don't know what we did, is what I'm saying.
I got you.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That just was horrendously awful.
That's okay. You're going to outline it now.
No, I'm basically redrawing all this shattered glass that I already drew because I don't know what layer.
Oh yeah, no.
Things are on.
Yeah, no. This is the way it is. This is how it is for me. This is what I expect from a drawing session.
Oh.
I'm gonna redraw everything because my butt put it on. I do that with my pencils too, because I keep copying and pasting and moving things around. Because I'll do that sometimes. I'll copy and paste something as like a starting sketch, and then I'll just flesh it out differently or change it up a little bit. And I screw it up because there's like 4 layers for that thing.
Yeah, I'd see. I don't know what I just did here. Oh my goodness!
All right,
did it again.
We're gonna do some character design on the fly, folks. That's what I'm doing now.
On the fly.
Well, yeah,
character that's a fly.
I mean, that would be funny because then he could be a fly on the wall. But no, I got to draw the villain, and I kind of didn't think about what he was going to look like. I'm just going to wing it.
I see.
But, because I have to draw him in one of the panels on this page, so I should probably know what he looks like.
I'm going to tell you right now that I dislike glass. I don't know why I drew so much of it.
This is very it's almost like being in it's like hearing yourself in stereo, and it's like it's like looking in a mirror which is made of glass.
My goodness gracious, I drew a lot of glass, and it's just not adhering to the rules of gravity.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned that. I learned as an artist, like, be very careful what you wish for as far as drawing. like, because in your head, it's like, it's going to look amazing. All these shattered little pieces.
And it will, unless I cover it all up like this, because look what I did to this panel. It's just covered up all of them. So, my goodness, see?
It really does look good, though. I think your pieces of glass look good.
I appreciate the effort that you're putting behind that sentiment, but
listen, I got to draw a cowboy hat, and I'm screwing that up. So we're all even here. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, this is not gonna work for me.
So, guys, again, for the folks on my side of the fence, this is my own indie book. So I showed you guys what the graphic novel was, but this is, and I think Franco will appreciate this. I don't want to show too much of the graphic novel because we haven't finished it yet. so probably shouldn't show too many of the page. I like to do teasers, spoilers a little bit, but I don't want to show too much of it yet. But this is my own thing. And so I didn't talk about this character at all yet, but he is a bunny with a past. That's all I'm going to say.
What kind of past?
Well, it might it might be good. It might be bad. We don't know. You will find out more as you go. But you can see him showing up in town in the first panel. Kind of that epic hero stance. And we got a wanted poster that's blowing in the breeze there. So you get to see maybe the reason he came to town. You don't know. And then we're going to explore and find out. And this is a good example for those that are interested in getting into comic books. I'm so bad. I'm going to keep talking about panels. It's funny. This is a great example of not having to do a lot of panels to tell a story.
Okay, I think all the glass is pretty much done. So let's.
Yep.
Oh no, I just screwed something up.
Oh, there it is.
That's okay. We go. All right,
you got this.
This is where the magic happens. You ready?
All right, magic. Magic's happening.
Watch this panel here. Watch this panel.
All right, magic's happening.
If it works right. Oh, darn it. See, I forgot to fill something. Oh. Got to fill this. There we go. Okay.
That's awesome.
All right. So here we go. Now the magic's going to happen. Watch this.
I'm watching.
Ooh.
Oh, transparent glass.
Yeah, look at that. It's like something on the wrong layer.
It's like you know a couple of arty things to do over there. Ooh.
See, because now you could see her, but also not.
Mm.
There you go. Look at that.
I was gonna say, to quote your partner in crime sometimes, I think it was when because I showed Art something one time, and Art said, "Oh, you know how to do some stuff." Which I thought was a good. I like that. I want to steal that. I haven't had a moment to use that yet, but I definitely want to steal that. I like that.
Look at that. See, now it looks like glass.
Yeah. That's dope. I really like that.
And now watch this, because we gotta make sure that things are.
Oh, you got the onomatopoeia coming up.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. I might want to leave it behind. Yeah, I'll leave it behind. I like it that way better. There, look at that.
I was gonna say, how's everybody doing? How's the pizza? Is everybody alive? Spoon Handle, how you doing? Spoon Handle asked me a question and then hasn't talked since then. So I just presume that he either, he was attacked by a wild wildebeest in his house or something. I don't know. I was gonna say, can you guys tell that I write stories and comics? I come up with stupid things like that. It was funny. What my daughter today, she was having an energy low day, and I said, "What happened?" She's like, "What do you mean? What happened?" I said, "Did a porcupine come into your class and take all your energy?" And my daughter, because she knows me, didn't think anything of this. She just she just went. So then, like halfway through us being out, she was like, a squirrel came along and took some more of my energy. And I'm like, there was a squirrel and a porcupine in your classroom?
Oh my gosh.
Were they together? This is that's like my wife when she goes like, is there anything wrong with you? I'm like, there's a lot of stuff wrong with me. Oh. There's a bunch of talking animals in my head, but besides that.
Okay. I think maybe this is
I like it.
The glass plane that's shattered.
Oh, and you put the smash in the back. Ooh, yeah. That's kind of cool.
I still have to put a whole bunch of shadows on her and stuff like that, but yeah. And then I can also make it. I can see. This is why I do so many layers, because sometimes it works out in my favor, Johnny. Not often. Not often does it work out in my favor, but sometimes it does.
That's
so sometimes funny. I can do this, and then make the lines darker, slightly darker, so you can see them.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I'm smarter. See. Sometimes, not often. Sometimes.
Come on, you're smart. I find it. I thought about this a couple of days ago, but obviously. Franco's been drawing for a long time, as I have as well. But I always think about that. Like I didn't think of it until recently, but I'm the one that introduced him to the iPad.
That is true.
I mean, obviously, other people.
The first iPad I drew on was yours, the one that you had.
Yeah, the one that I had. Mm-hmm. Which is funny because I still have everybody's drawings on it. I still have what I think it was Greg drew on my iPad, and Diane Lito drew on my iPad. I still have those drawings on there, which is fun. But yeah, because it was a new thing at that time, and I started using it, and Franco, obviously other professional people Franco knew were using it too, here and there. And I remember that. And he was like, "Oh." I remember he was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool."
Yeah, what is this? Show me what this is.
And it's funny because and it's to my detriment. Although for the March show, I have a bunch of stuff that I got to do too. I got to start doing some of the like tidying up some drawings and some other stuff like physical stuff because I like to have some original stuff with me too. But I draw so much digitally now and on that iPad. It's funny. I have this, but I still draw on the iPad.
I draw everything on here, dude. Everything.
Because I like, you could sit on your couch, so sit in a nice comfy chair and just draw. Even in the morning, like sometimes in the morning, I'll just like sketch out something really quick while I'm in the car. Like
last night, I was kind of tired of sitting because I'm getting to that point now as well. But I was so tired of sitting, I'm like, you know what? I just took my iPad upstairs and in bed while I'm watching TV, I'm coloring stuff.
Yeah. No, totally. I do the same thing. It's like it's just so versatile. Which I'm happy that the iPad is here. I really wish that other companies were still making some of the things that they were making at the time, but they're not because the iPads here are kind of dominated the market, and that's it. Everybody just uses iPads.
They're just so good.
Yeah, it's true. So. I got to get a new one. Why do you have two of them?
Because I thought this one was dying.
That makes sense.
And
and then someone established it wasn't, or you got it checked out.
Yeah. Well, I think what happened is I'm afraid that it's going to die.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because it felt like it was dying, and I'm like, I got a bunch of stuff on here.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Even though I put everything into Dropbox, I'm like, just in case.
Got it. Okay.
Just in case. Let me get another iPad but I'm still. This is the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still running, still working. So
Yeah, I'm thinking I got to get a new one just to get a newer, up to date one at some point. Now that I'm also using it so frequently, but yeah, for you guys that are joining us, so we're doing some drawing tonight. I got Franco here. I'm just like to shout that out every once in a while. And I'm actually working. Franco's working on an indie project of his own. I'm working on something of my own as well. He's got a moon. It's moon. It's not Moon Girl, we don't know Moon yet.
No. It's not Moon. I have a name. I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, sure. We're not sure, but moon related, moon adjacent.
I have the whole story written. I have everything, background, character, but name is the one thing I haven't settled on yet. So,
and all I'm giving you guys is a bunny with a past. That's all I'm giving you guys for mine. He might have a name. I've been toying around with Hopper as a name. There's some other names I have in the chamber as well, but yeah, it's a bunny with a past, Western story. I will tell you he has carrot guns.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Carrot guns.
Yeah. They may shoot carrot juice. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna divulge all of his secrets, but the only other thing I will say about the book is he is the only character of an anamorphic animal in this book. So all the other characters will be normal human characters, at least at first. There might be some other things that happen. He has some adventures.
I'm toying with the with the idea of leaving whole panels as one color. So this panel, maybe leaving it, but now I feel like I got to color them to make them stand out.
What if you continue the trend of the character has the color, but everything else is that color. Like
Maybe,
meaning the henchmen are colored, but the background. And then when you say that you would do it one color, would you do like that color with like a would you do it as like a what's the word I want to say? Like monochromatic, where it's the same color. You're using that color, but it could be different shades and tints of that color.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Ooh, I used the big art word, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Monochromatic. See, and while I'm on that subject, this is why I always say it's so, and I know Franco agrees with this too, because I've heard Franco say this just to actually my students, funny enough. That's why it's so good to be fine art trained and digitally trained. It's very, very good for an artist to have both backgrounds, because you can, even in a digital world, you can apply those principles, and it really shows a difference when you have a fine art background and then you are working digitally, because you still approach it like that. You guys, yeah, you guys can pretty much, like, if you look at my stuff, like I learned how to draw Disney stuff very early in my time. So a lot of the stuff you see for me, it probably looks Disney-esque, my natural style. It kind of falls in that category a little bit. But you may even see my paneling and some of my storytelling to be like very much in that vein sometimes. But I will say,
go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, no, I was going to say, people like Franco and other people have actually influenced some of my paneling and my decisions, because I do think about those examples. A lot of the all age writers that I've now gotten to know, and I've gotten to look, I have their work and I've read their work. A lot of it it makes me think of those types of panels. So it's actually changed a little bit some of my thoughts. So I will say, sometimes I'm thinking of Franco's books when I'm drawing this, because this will be an all age. This is trying to aim to be all age, like not I guess like bone-ish, like bone kind of is what comes to mind when I think of this project. That kind of idea.
Now you put ideas in my head about things being monochromatic, and I'm
sorry. I hope it's a good idea.
No, I'm thinking it through, and I have to look at maybe some examples of stuff and maybe play around with some stuff.
Because like that to me, because I actually gave you an idea that I'm doing in the big book, but I kind of am doing that for any kind of gory part, like anything where I have like blood or like characters that are like getting hurt or I'm doing it in that way so that it's not graphic.
Yeah, see, this is the first page, and I've kind of like stuck to that a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of doing this like limited color palette,
I like
making things kind of flat, so because they pop off of each other. But I don't know, this yellow is really standing out to me too much, so I might want to change that color.
Yeah. But I like that idea. But yeah, that's like, but I think there's something to be said about, like, again, that idea of like the characters are colored, but the background that they're in. Because I kind of did that in my big book too, where you see, what did I do? I did like a solid color right behind. And then I was just using like the other color shadowing. So there's like an interesting shape or shadowing happening to sort of give this like minimal look, or minimal kind of look.
Yeah.
Because I like that. I think there's something kind of cool to that. It's kind of one of the reasons I really was like big into Marvel Zombies, because I loved how minimal the characters were when they were zombies. It was like very like minimalistic and like creepy, because you're only seeing like part of their mouth or part of their features, but they're in darkness or they're in shadow. I like that kind of stuff, look wise. All right, I think I need to just focus on this bad guy now. So, do I like that? I don't know.
See, because muted colors, like playing with this, the colors on here,
Let me look. I got to look at you in bigger. I'm looking at my phone and it's too small. I'm like
See,
what?
like if I mute the colors down a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that makes them pop a little bit more rather than the colors that are. See, so if I leave it muted.
Oh, that's nicer. Yeah, because it works off the glass color.
You know, because then everybody pops a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. 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 And again, guys, if you have questions, comments, as always, please follow Franco too if you're finding Franco's content interesting. I mean, please follow him in general. I think you will find his content really interesting.
Oh, thanks.
But I was going to say, and also, this is kind of a free, you know, Fridays tend to be our free day, right? Because I usually play like Marvel Rivals or I take a break off like creative stuff. But Franco was like, hey, you want to draw? And I was like, yeah, actually, I got a lot of stuff to draw. So
yeah,
I'm like, so that kind of makes sense. And I want to start doing some more art stuff. I know I've been bad with the streams this week, so I apologize to everybody. But you know, subscribing, if you want to subscribe, it's a great way to help. It helps me to be able to do this full time and do all that stuff. Helps my family. all those things. And it lets me go to more shows. It lets me do more stuff. So we got to get some liquor behind this guy.
You know. I think I might be crashing now. I think
okay.
I think yeah. I told you a couple hours, and I stuck to that.
No, absolutely. That's why we may do some painting too, guys. I was kind of drawn with Franco because I thought it'd be kind of fun to do that. So we might switch gears and do some model painting now. I'm a man of versatile talents.
Yeah, man. Good.
But yeah, if you want to crash and go, I mean, I think that looks excellent. Thank you for being with me and
thanks.
collabing.
Thanks for hanging out tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm on an early schedule. I'm up at 5 o'clock every morning. So like usually around this time, I just start to crash.
Wow.
So yeah.
Franco's beating me on leaps and bounds. I thought
I don't want to be up that early, but I just am. You know.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So, I don't really sleep through the night either. And that's the thing. Sometimes I know he does it. I do it too. Sometimes I start drawing. Sometimes I start doing other stuff. It just like comes to you and you start doing things. It's crazy.
Cool. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate
it.
Yeah, man.
All right. Let me get to the things.
I'm gonna end the show. Get out and show my my things again. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming and watching. Hopefully you liked it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, Johnny.
Absolutely. All right. Take care.
Appreciate it.